Haha. Welcome to What's on Tap and What's Coming this December 5th, 2025. I'm your host, Greg Washington, and we are here with the latest taps and events coming up this weekend in Wisconsin beer. So without further ado, let's jump on here to Capital Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin. They say statewide this is available, y'all. So if y'all are into a dark doppelbock, is what they're calling it. 7.8, you see there. Rich mahogany tone, smooth and toasty, bold, hearty finish. So sounds like your typical double bock. It's a limited release, and yeah, the post said available statewide. So you are into the double box. This might be one for you. Oh, Young Blood is releasing Young Blood things, y'all. We got here. Let's see. Two IPAs, two wonderful sounding sours. We got a West Coast IPA dry hop with Comet and Simcoe. Much like a Ford Ranger, this West Coast IPA is a true American classic, hot little sweater with a heater. Sorry, a hot little two-seater with a heater. Get that right. Comet is at the wheel. Simcoe's riding shotgun. I love. I cannot get enough of their beer reviews, or not beer reviews, their beer descriptions. So there's that one, and you can see that one there. They got a hazy, pale, dry hop with Azaka, Castilla, and Chinook. And we have two sours. Let's remove myself so I could see that. We got a tropical sour with marionberry, pineapple, and pomegranate. I mean, that sounds great. And we got a pastry sour with raspberry, rhubarb, graham cracker, and vanilla. All right, so here's what the rest of those beers look like. Look at these wonderful colors and this beautiful can art. And then this is the pastry sour with this is actually the one I want. This graham cracker vanilla thing. hmm Absolutely. So as I flip back through here, you can see um Youngblood, I keep saying is one of my favorite follows, just because of the beautiful can art and the work that they put into this. And believe me, there's work into this. So Youngblood, Madison area, I believe. I'm not sure where else they get out to, but Madison area for sure. Two wonderful looking IPAs and two intriguing sours. Staying in the Madison area here, Lone Girl's dropping some small batch oatmeal toffee ale. It looks like. Oh wait, let's read the. Okay, here it's on draft. Yep, on draft, both locations. The restaurant and the pizza location on East Wash. And they got bombers for you, and they got gifts, of course, because it's gift season. And 7.0 looks like ABV oatmeal toffee ale. Get it while you can get it. It's a limited edition. You can see it screaming small batch there, and it's available today at both Lone Girl locations. Let's see. Headed east, not a little east. Headed much east. We have our newest brewery in Wisconsin, right? Where's where's Joel to tell me I'm right? I think this is the no. This is the second newest brewery. The newest brewery is Brewed Omen in Hartford. So Tailwinds, they have a Dunkel Weiss beer, a dark, unfiltered German wheat beer with rich flavors and toasted bread, caramel, and a hint of chocolate, balanced with banana and clove at 7.7. Wait, what? 7.7. All right. Perfect winter warmer. Yeah, yeah. And it looks kind of thick there, y'all. I don't know if that was the first pour of it. But they have those wonderful serving tanks, so that's not the first pour. So that's what it looks like. But it's unfiltered. So there you go. So it's gonna be a, you know, I don't I'm reading thick mouthfeel. Y'all have it. Please let us know. but 15 IBUs, so not too hoppy. Um, and as a half shouldn't be, but it's a Dunkelweiss, so it's not really a full half. So that's a Tailwinds class of 25 brewery. Uh, have not even been open for 6 months. So cheers to Tailwinds. Perspective, we're staying in the Milwaukee area here in West Allis. They have their Senor Krampus Mexican Stout. Was released yesterday. So there'll be some of that. Y'all know the Mexican stouts. Yeah. Big, spicy, big flavor, all kinds of things going on with it. They don't give us a description here, but if the can art is any indication, this is one for prospective fans for sure, and everybody else to if you're near, try that one if you're in the Mexican stout. So it looks fun, at least by the can art. Yeah, we're Milwaukee centric on this one, y'all. A lot of Milwaukee updates. Our friends at Layman Brewing, who you can find a podcast on our Spotify of, they released Wednesday a Bitter Bunny. It's their punchiest IPA they ever made. So hopheads, this one's even hoppier. Wow, strong Citra. So Citra hopheads, holla and get your rear end to Layman Brewing soon because they're small batch, y'all, so it ain't gonna last. But a traditional IPA 5.7 sounds delicious. Broken Bat, one of my favorite theme breweries ever. Um, have y'all ever been there? And if you haven't been there and you live in the Milwaukee area and you're a baseball fan, I'm telling you, you need to go there tomorrow. They take the baseball theme and just hit a grand slam with it. Yes, I said that. Unintended. It is just great. They got an indoor uh baseball field basically. It's just a fun place. And today is Bartenders Day, so happy National Bartenders Day, happy National Repeal Day too, but happy National Bartenders Day. For that, they got all their beer tenders together and bartenders, and they brewed a beer, which is cool. A raspberry cheesecake cream ale, which sounds fun. Coming in at 4.9, so it's not too wild. And do not miss this one. The bartenders really cooked up something freaking amazing, is their words. Um, so let's see. Is there any details on the beer here? They're just talking about basically how they love their beer tenders, and they love their beer tenders and they want to tell y'all about it, and they brewed this beer in honor of them and with them and for them. So if you find yourself in the neighborhood this week, come hang out with the best beer crew that Broken Bat knows, y'all. Um, so yeah, piece of cake. I guess it's being a piece of cake, being a brewer or bartender at Broken Bat. But that place is fun, y'all. If y'all haven't been there, please dip in, check it out. Beers are solid too. Uh, so speaking of a place where beers are solid, Pilot Project has released a Panther Pale Ale. And this is interesting for me because it says it's branded as a Pilot Project Brewing. It doesn't say because their in-house brand is what, Kettle Kitchen or something Kitchen, right? So they released this on their Project Brewing, which again for me is interesting, the branding. But so it's a 5.0 pale ale. Seems like just a straight pale ale from what I got. Crispy, fruity with candy, orange, melon, and a touch of floral green tea. Interesting. And this was brewed for the Panthers there in Milwaukee. It's available at Pilot Project Milwaukee. Staying in Milwaukee. I told you we're Milwaukee centric this week. Shout out to Amorphic. Birthday tomorrow. 4th birthday. Cheers to Amorphic. And it seems like in the same building. I don't think it is though. But right up the street is this place, Gathering Place Brewing, family member of Badger Beer Report, as they brewed our first collaboration beer last year, Dosh Beer. We hope to be able to have that this year too. But we'll be seeing that hopefully soon. But until then, Gathering Place has two releases Saturday, so that's tomorrow, y'all. They have a bit hot side hazy, and they got a milkshake. Wow. So I guess the right is the milkshake and the left is the hazy. They both look hazy. That milkshake though does look a little bit more milkshakey than the hazy, but they both look what they're supposed to. Matt's still clearly making some winners out there. Oh, so with this one, the first one isn't on Matt here. It's, winner of our Cream City homebrew competition. So that is really cool. Notes of Citra, tropical fruit pine. Hmm. Mike. Oh, it was a Mike. Okay, Mike, the winning brewer, not the Mike, the brewer for Gathering Place. Though, got it, y'all. All right. Mike, the winning brewer, the winning home brewer, will be at River West Taproom on Saturday for the release, y'all. So you can meet the man behind the beer, um, and River West tomorrow. So that should be fun. And he's going to be releasing his beer on a commercial in a commercial setting. So I'm sure he's super excited. And you could probably see that when you go there tomorrow. And then the Milkshake IPA is voted on and brewed by the bartenders. So the beer is notes of candy, pineapple peach, and sweet melon. So, and shout out to Bartenders Day. They got to pick a beer, so that's cool. Check both those out tomorrow at River West and Natosa Tap Rooms. Oh, still in the same family. Still in the Badger Beer Report family, and in the Gather Place family, we have Sahala, and they are dropping a Rattler, which I thought was interesting, and that's why this is here, y'all. A rat. The what really tripped me out was the picture. So we got a Rattler, which is generally considered, a summer beer, right? And then we got the snow in the background. So I was like, this is fun. So at Sahala today, it's already there, y'all. I think they open now or soon. They got a Punchin Cactus Rattler. It's a wonderful, refreshing lager made with prickly pear. Wait, that's a lager? Well, sorry, prickly pear, grapefruit, Himalayan sea salt. It's light, tart. It doesn't look like perfect blend of fruits. That looks excellent. If I was anywhere near there, I would run there and get it. Just because it looks fascinating. It probably drinks like a lager, but it looks like a full on sour. Um, but a Rattler's mixed with a Rattler's beer mixed with what is it like a sometimes a juice. It doesn't sound like this is that, but this is intriguing as all heck. If anybody gets a whiff of this one or a taste of this one, please leave comments somewhere on our social media. Tag us or something. Tag me. I don't care. I would really love to know what this one tastes like. It's intriguing, especially this time of year. Good on Sahala for keeping us on our toes. So Foxtown. Well, this was accented by me, or this one jumped off at me for a couple of reasons. Number one, there's still some Black Friday beers hanging out, y'all. So let's not. I saw a picture of the Goose Island stuff, like a big old table of it. I'm trying to get rid of it. Now I'm not, Goose Island isn't local, so I'm not trying to tell y'all to go get that. But what I am trying to tell y'all is, keep, when you go to your brewery, keep an eye out and see if they have any, or ask if they still have any of their barrel age releases, because apparently Foxtown still does here, y'all. Um, and it looks like they have all three of the ones that they had. And then it says they're pouring and available by bottles, so they are still on tap. But they're limited releases and they may go at any time. And this was, I think, a couple days ago. I snapped this one up, so they may be gone. So you check. But I wanted to remind y'all to check with any of your breweries that you haven't been to since Black Friday. Maybe some of those goodies are still there, and those things are wonderful to put a bow on and tuck under the tree for your beer fans, or to bring to the Christmas celebrations. And nightcaps, these work. These are great shareable things, these big barrel age Black Friday things. I think that's part of for me, the allure of them is that you can get them and then immediately take them to your holiday celebration, your work celebration, all those different things that are going on at the end of the year. So Foxtown Brewing, one of the reasons why I highlighted this is because I wanted to make sure to remind y'all to still look for those Black Friday things. They're not. I don't think they're all. Foxtown showing us right here. They're not all gone. So there are out there in limited availability. Sniff around, and we've seen a bunch of breweries have wonderful releases. For example, the one that jumps off my head is Copper State because I was there recently, but they had two releases, and they probably still have Gary. So, and Gary's good. So, check your local breweries, y'all, for the Black Friday releases that are still hanging out. Up the coast a little bit. I get mixed up where it until I visit a brewery, it's really hard for me to sometimes locate it on the map. So I know this is a little bit. We're headed out in the Milwaukee area and north to Yard 65, which is one of our newer breweries too. Didn't Yard 65 come in late last year, something like that? So I don't remember because Joel and I started doing a brewery report early this year. And once we did that, once we started doing a brewery report, we were able to track the new breweries really hard, better than we were before. And Yards came in like right before that. Anywho, their local industrial neighbor, HG Weber. They marked their 100th anniversary. So Yard brewed them a beer, and it's called the Weber 100. It's crisp, clean, and perfect for kicking off the weekend. Looks like a really nice light beer. It's an American light lager. So, I mean, it looks like by the picture they nailed that. So, check out Yard 65 for a wonderful looking light American light lager. I mean, I can't tell y'all that it is wonderful because I haven't had it, but I can tell you it looks the part. And congratulations to Weber for 100 years, century. We saw today's Kegels in. Shout out to Kegels in. I don't have anything. They probably have wonderful things on tap, so go there. But today is their 101st birthday, so a century and one. So shout out to Kegels in for their 101st birthday, and shout out to Weber for their 100th birthday. Wow, y'all are old. Fifth Ward. Fifth Ward is one of two breweries, and I think the next the next brewery ever shows that one too. One of two breweries that just put out pictures. Didn't even put a description, just put out pictures. Now, from what I know about Fifth Ward, I've never been there. All of y'all say that Fifth Ward is excellent. So I think that there's a level of Fifth Ward being like, all right, we're just gonna put this out there. Maybe there was a mistake, but I thought it was fun. But what it looks like here is because I there's got to be some deciphering. Now the picture on the right is there's no deciphering. That's a stout with oatmeal. They got it right there. So oatmeal stout looks the part, looks really beautiful. And if Fifth Ward's reputation precedes them, it's excellent. And then they have, or if or how about that? Fifth Ward's beer excellence precedes them, so this one should be good. How about that? Um, yeah. So these look like three stouts here, or no, three sours. My bad. There's one stout on the right, and then there's three sours. So there's a cherry plum vanilla. There's a grape a day fruit nani. They call them fruit nights. I guess they're fruit beers. And then these look fun, man. These look fun. But without a description, Fifth Ward, I can't really help besides read the black currant blackberry. That sounds good with a little marshmallow. So yeah, and I gotta get the Fifth Ward. It's on my short list. In Oshkosh, I believe. I don't want to lead y'all astray, but I hear nothing but great things about the beer. So there's that. Comment comes in. Reggie from Vault 202 says some new stuff at Vault 202. Just saying, come visit us. Okay. There you go, y'all. So Vault 202. Hey Reggie, tell your folks to put some of those releases out so I can see them, and then I can do that here. I don't think I saw anything from Vault. Now it's funny though because now I'm calling out Vault, and like I probably will go there and see like the two release. But good. Following 260 breweries, 260-ish breweries, and trying to get all of y'all in during one time is always a wild thing. So I just usually settle at 20-ish, if that makes sense. And Vault did not make it, but Reggie knows exactly where I stand with Vault 202. And if anybody has heard me talk about Vault 202, you know where I stand on that. But we're not here to talk about, well, we are here to talk about Vault 202 for a little bit. But yeah, Reggie works here, y'all, so he knows. There's some good stuff going on at Vault 202 in Appleton. Thanks, Reggie, for letting us know that, buddy. So still on the eastern side, right? Of Wisconsin? Oh, Eastern Side for sure. And this is another one I've never been to, but I know it's over there in that area. But HH Hinder is releasing today. It's out there right now because we're past 3. Brewmaster Dave dusted off one of his favorite old homebrew recipes, so that's fun. To create this hoppy brown ale. Breathe in the aroma and savor the robust taste of the rich chocolate and caramel malts up front, and then the crisp, spicy, woody hops on the back. Mm. Now that's a beer description, and that's intriguing. I don't even think I read the beer description before I cut this one out, y'all, because I just saw the brown nose or brown, and that's just too much fun for me to pass on. So I didn't even read the description. I read it like live when I saw y'all, and this sounds like a fun one over at HH Hinder. And yeah, get yourself some brown noser. I like that because it sounds like there's a really nice hop aroma on the nose too. So, well, it better be with that name. How about that? Let's go that far. Oh, and here we are with another brewer not putting a description in their post, but I don't know. Like, first of all, it's 3 sheep, so y'all can see that. And the thing that intrigued me about this is the can art. I think the can art is fun. And I also think that the style is great. It's, if y'all can't see, it's a Schwartz beer. So I don't have to have a description to be like, wow, a Schwartz beer is excellent. A little bit maybe a little bit of smoke element, definitely roasty, definitely black, definitely light, definitely fun. Schwartz beer, in my opinion, is a fun style. I really, really love that style. And I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna love this beer, 3 Sheeps. It came out today, so it's definitely on tap at 3 Sheeps for sure. And they distribute pretty hard, y'all. So as you see with the cans, and it's a really notable can, you should be able to see that sometime this weekend in your favorite beer store from 3 Sheeps, Schwartz beer, called 3P Suit. 3 Sheeps is in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, for those who don't know. All right. Hinterland headed up to Green Bay, or now we are in Green Bay. Hinterland has done, Hinterland is hooked up with Hop Butcher, Chicago-based brewery. Fun. Hop Butcher for the World is a great brewery too, by the way. If you're ever down in Chicago. So they got 2 variations. They got Hop Butcher's variation, which is football is better with cheese and sausage. And even a Chicago and Wisconsin brewery can agree on that part, right? Especially with the weekend's game looming. Y'all dropping a collaboration with Chicago, and the Bears play the Packers in a huge game on Sunday. Look at you flexing, Hinterland Brewery. This is fun though, and this is fun. This is too much fun. So football is better with cheese and sausage. 6 point. Greg didn't read the description before he put it out here. Look at this. A 6.0 ABV cold IPA with Mosaic and Nelson. Mm, mm. I would tell anybody that Cold IPAs are my favorite IPA style for the moment at this time in my life. That sounds so excellent. And then Hinterland's version is the football is better with sausage and cheese. Same, I get. Yeah, it's the same name, but this is a 6.1 cold IPA. Damn. With Mosaic and Vic Secret. I don't even Vic Secret. Oh, and that will be available later this month. Oh, for the second Green Bay and Chicago game. Oh, I see. We wow. Wow. I didn't even put all this together. That is super hella dope. Hinterland and Hot Butcher. Way to show. That's great. I love it. I almost want to sit here. I want to sit here. I just want to sit in that for a second because that's just too cool. Uh Badger Beer Hour. When we were Badger Beer Hour, we did Joel and I did, or Joel mostly did. But Joel and I collected it, yeah. Like all the different football themed beers in Wisconsin. And we would have loved to do this one. And I can't wait to get off of here and make sure that Joel sees this one because this one is too fun. And yeah, I'm not gonna make comments about the game. Other than that, it should be great, and it's a great rivalry. But shout out to Hinderland and Hot Butcher. I'm really, really enjoying this one. All right, so we're going. Whoa, we're jumping from Green Bay all the way up to Canada. I mean, Duluth, or Canada, as I like to call it, is way up there. But one of our favorites collectively as a group here at Badger Beer Report is Earth Rider. And they got a I didn't accent the high I didn't put in the IPA that they got going out now, but they do have a fresh IPA that came out, I believe, this week. But I wanted to highlight the Scotch Ale, which I feel is a really nice one for this time of year with bold caramel and dark fruit mark the character. And yeah, it's a perfect companion after you come from what snowboarding, skiing, all the thing, what cross country skiing, all the sledding, all those wonderful things that we have to do, not have to, that we do up north because man, that snow gets crazy. So but Vahara Scotch Ale is down, it's available in Madison and Milwaukee, so I think it's statewide, so look for that one wherever you get your Earth Rider, if you're a Scotch Ale fan. So doubling, coming back down from the north a little bit, uh, Liney's Lounge. It's funny. Not it's funny because sometimes you ever hear something or you see something and then automatically it hits you. Well, I've heard a couple of people say, "Hey, we haven't seen the Snowdrift Vanilla Porter recently," and I don't know. Someone actually asked me about it. Like, do you know what's going on? Because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know my brand name is Daddy Porter. When I'm not doing Badger Beer Report, and so I know a lot about, not know a lot. I love Porter. So I'm always kind of sniffing around to see what's going on. And I was like, I have not seen Snowdrift in a while. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just come back. Because it doesn't say that. But uh it's back. And if it was hidden or something or not brewed, well, it's here. If it was and I didn't know about it or people were dismissing it, either way, it's on tap at the Limey Lounge, y'all. And then we have the what is that? The blueberry, no, cranberry ginger shandy, which I would try. Of all the shandies, I would try that. Y'all know I'm a notorious not shandy fan, and don't come at me at the comments, please. It's just not my thing. But I love that y'all enjoy it, and I love Liney's for putting it out. Okay, go. Anywho, I think the reason I clipped this is for the Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. I know a lot of people like that one, so it's out now at the Liney Lounge, for those who are looking for that. And there's that exotic shandy there. Oliphant, award-winning brewery Oliphant, mainly or muchly, how about that? Muchly known for their THC drinks because they were on the forefront of that, if not the pioneer in the state. But they also make great beer, and that's where they started. And it apparently, it's still going on. They got a coffee golden ale here, which sounds really, really great. And I think I might have had this one. I'm pretty sure I had this one, and I loved it. and I love those coffee ales. You know what I mean? Where like coffee and um coffee, and we're used to the coffee and the porters and the coffee and the stouts and the coffee and and the black beers. But when they throw coffee in a golden ale and then they serve it to you, you pour it out of the can and it's all clear. And then you get those coffee notes. It's just a whole sensation thing going on, especially for coffee people. And this one gives that off too. I'm pretty sure I remember drinking this one, and I love this one, and it's open, or they're open and it's there, and you can get it in cans anywhere you get your Oliphant. You could probably, the further you get away when you get down here in the southern part, I don't know if you're going to see that, but you will see it in their tap room and anywhere near there probably. So check that out if you're a coffee fan. Rush River, one of my favorite northern breweries. I was there on a bus trip with the homebrew club, and man, I was blown away. It was actually the first stop on a Saturday, if I recall correctly, and it was like 9 a.m. and we weren't. At least I wasn't really ready for beer, and rolled in there and was like, "Oh, I'm ready for beer," because I had some. But frickin' Fridays they have up there, and they got here we go with another Scotch ale. So if y'all like Scotch ale and the Firkin from a really really good brewery, I would be heading over to Rush River if you're close. Um, and it's a one off, y'all. So who knows if it'll ever come back. So check that out over at Rush River. Coming down the West Coast here, free beer, y'all. So I mean, do I have to say anything more? Half Fast is running a charity donation with the Wisco dive bars. I'm not sure if you ever seen him, but he goes around the dive bars and tells us about them and does a little quick little thing on them. And Nicollet Law Offices, they're all doing a toy drive. So if you I don't know the exact deets, y'all. So maybe if you want to call Half Ass, or you want to go and look at that, go to the social media post. This is from Facebook, and then kind of blow up that picture because I can't read it here, and I'm like Velma without my glasses. So I apologize, but there's a free beer for you if you bring a donation to Half Fast. So free beer. I told you first. Well, they told you first, and I told you second. At Half Fast Brewing, northern West Wisconsin. I don't know the city. I'm sorry, Half Fast. All right. So we have some. I'm going to leave the upcoming event panel here up for a little bit to talk about. Y'all know what season we're in. I don't have to tell you how. It was being telegraphed before Halloween. It's Christmas season. So I can guarantee that your brewery has some Christmas special, some merch that they're pushing, some gift cards, growlers, all kinds of wonderful things for your beer people. So check it out. You can, I wouldn't get a growler so early unless you're going to see them soon, or you're going to an event like a Christmas party. Get a growler. I've been seeing merch on sale. What I've really been seeing on sale is those the breweries that do the gift certificates and the gift cards. I've been seeing them discounted, or you buy a gift card and get like 2 beers free, or you buy a gift card, you get a beer when you buy a gift card, and I don't know. There's all kinds of different promotions going on. So I'm just gonna pause here to let y'all know that a brewery is a really good place, especially for your beer fan, someone that loves craft beer or loves a specific brewery too. You ever hear somebody talk about a brewery at nauseum and you're like, dude, can you just shut up? Well, then, first of all, you don't say that even if you're thinking it. And the only reason I say that is because I probably would say that, but you don't say that, but you say, hey, he really likes Vintage Brewing Co. So maybe I'll roll up to Vintage and see if they got some merch. So things like that. But I'm just saying, outside of beer, a brewery is a good place for gifts, especially for beer people. And if y'all ever need to go to a brewery and get a gift for somebody, I can give you all you have to do is I can give you my address, and you can meet me at Working Draft, and we can exchange gifts or something. But nah, seriously, breweries are really, really putting it out there as far as their gifts. Also, events too. I'm starting to see a lot of Santas and a lot of Christmas events and a lot of decorating and with the I'm sorry, I can't remember the brewery, but there was a sipping Santa, or they were making, picture or painting and doing Christmas themed paints and all that. I mean, there's just so much going on. So check with your local brewery if you don't see them here in the next panels. So, Mobcraft is coming. Mobcraft is one of our newest ones, y'all, or rebooted ones, or resurrected ones, or Mobcraft beer has been around for a long time, but they are now under new ownership after they closed for a little bit. But this Mobcraft version has come out pretty strong with charities. This is their third charity that I saw that they are working for. So then this week on Saturday, um they're doing a Santa Cycle Rampage. But every dollar that y'all buy of their beer, or every dollar that you buy of beer, it doesn't have to be there because I know that they're still working on getting all of their beers up. Um, but it will be sold to a registered Santa. I'm sorry. Every draft beer that's sold to a registered Santa will be donated to the Wisconsin Bike Federation. So helping kids and people get bikes. And Mopcraft is backing that. So if you go there tomorrow, you can help that cause. Our friends at Bull Falls, another resurrected brewery, they're doing Jingle Bowl, and they got music and they got a full day lineup. They're gonna be doing some cookies. They got a hot cocoa bar. Sounds great. Uh, a Christmas parade. A band. They got door prizes. Oh wait, moment back. Jungle Bull is at Fond du Lac Brewing, not Bull Falls. I repeat, Fond du Lac Brewing has their inaugural Jungle Bull. They threw me with the bull, right? But at the bottom there, and it's covered on my thing. I don't know, y'all can't see it, but on my thing, it's covered. It's at Fond du Lac Brewing, which is one of our newest brewers. So is breweries, and so is Bull Falls. But that bull threw me off Fond du Lac, so I'm gonna blame myself for this. But you can see why. Anyway, at Fond du Lac Brewing, y'all, we have the inaugural Jingle Bowl, and it's tomorrow. And they're gonna have bands. They're gonna have a band at 7, and as I said, a cookie walk. Oh, the Holiday Cookie Walk stop. So it sounds like they're gonna be one of the cookie walk. So if you go there, you could probably get on a cookie walk. If not, you'll at least be able to get cookies at Fond du Lac Brewing. The hot cocoa bars, again, I already said. They're gonna have Christmas parade. Sounds like all kinds of fun. The music starts at 7. Check in with the brewery if you need to about when all this other stuff starts, but it says full day lineup. So yeah, you might want to check with the brewery, or when you show up, and you show up early, and early in the afternoon, and a lot of this stuff is probably still going to be going on. I'm not sure when the parade is, but you'll have to do a little bit more details for those who are Fond du Lac. But that is at Fond du Lac Brewing, not the other brewery I said. Oh, well, here we go. Maybe this is why I had Bull Falls on the brain. But this is next week, y'all. This is the following weekend. I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna try to be doing an on tap next week, but I'm not sure. Uh, but if we don't get there, um, uh, plan for y'all up in Wausau. Their Christmas party, basically, or one of their Christmas parties. I can't say if this is the one. It's a day of hops and hope, y'all. They're gonna have piano music. I see kids cookie decorating. They got Santa up in there. Elvis Christmas songs when Santa's there. And they're gonna have some featured drinks for y'all. They got a Tom and Jerry, a peppermint patty. This sounds like a lot of fun. 5 steer for 5 families. With the purchase of any of the 5 steer beer, proceeds go to help 5 families in Wausau this Christmas. Isn't that excellent? So yeah, that's next week, y'all. that big thing. And if we talk about Big Bull Falls, Christmas at the Brewery celebration is next December, next week. My goodness, next weekend, December 13th. Seems it's going to be an all day event starting at 1. Looks like, and Bull Falls has bands too, so they're probably going to have somebody in the evening there for y'all. But either way, they're going to have drinks, and it's a charity thing, and it should be fun. And y'all need to look into it if you're in Wausau. Sunshine, we've talked about this a little bit. I believe that they're still doing their free community special meals, where all you have to do is ask for a special meal or a community special or the community special kids meal, and there'll be no questions, no purchase required, no judgment. But the main reason why I still have this up, because I think y'all know about this if you are um, people who listen to or watch this stream. Um, the thing here is that on Monday, December 15th, so um in 2 Mondays basically, they're gonna have a pop-up at the food pantry at Sunshine. And if you would like to help give and help this cause, which is free rice, beans, and cheese, I would either contact Sunshine or be ready to bring some yeah, oh yeah, it says right here, sign up is open to everyone at sunrisereach.org. So go to sunrisereach.org for more information, y'all. Um and together we can try to make sure that no one in our community goes hungry, which is obviously a great thing to do for their community. Soda with Santa at Sprecher Brewing in Glendale, Wisconsin is um 2 more Sundays, y'all. So we got this Sunday the 7th, and we have the next Sunday the 14th. And these are events where you pay for a picture with Santa, and then that picture goes on some root beer bottles that you could take to your Christmas celebration, or you can give away as gifts, or you can just go home and drink them and keep the bottle as commemoration of a nice family event at one of our oldest and most award winning and you know OGs, brewery OGs, and a wonderful place to grab soda, by the way. So Soda with Santa, Sprecher Brewing, the next 2 Sundays. You can get all that information on their website. Our friends at Inventors are having a winter invitational, y'all. You see the date? All the details is on Inventors Brewpub website. And so is their Homebrew Expo, which is the same weekend, but that's the day before. Um, Full on homebrew contests. All that information is on inventors.com or inventorsbrewpub.com. Or how about you just Google that, right? So, with that being said, y'all, one last thing I would like to say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where am I at here? All right. One last thing I would like to say. Actually, I probably got two, but only one. Y'all been hearing about the incoming on tap releases for Yingling, which is one of the oldest breweries in America, and it's a Pennsylvania-based brewery. They're going to be bringing their lager and their black and tan and all that. Well, I'm just saying here that I see there's a lot of excitement, and I'm not here to be a Debbie Downer, and I don't want to be, but at the same time, no, I'm not really thrilled about them coming here and taking more taps from our craft brewers. No, I'm not. I'm not excited for it. Will I have one? Sure, but other than that, I refuse. I don't know. I don't want to endorse it. I don't really care about it. More variety is cool for us, yes, but we have 262 wonderful breweries here in Wisconsin, and I just feel that drinking local and drinking those from those small businesses that know who you are and that see you every day, or not every day, but literally see you when you come in, and want to give you the best beer that they could put out, I suggest that that might be a better use of your money than Yingling Lager. But hey, if you never had it and you want to try it, or if it's an OG for you, that's great. I grew up on the beer, so this isn't. I wouldn't say it's dislike or anything. I grew up on that beer. I literally grew up on that beer. But at the same time, I know what I know. I know about the Wisconsin landscape, and the Wisconsin landscape has so much better beer, and it's local, and the people who are making it. So that's I'm getting off my soapbox with that. If you like to enjoy Yingling Lager, go right ahead and don't let me down your Debbie there. But at the same time, where you can find Yingling Lager, you'll be able to find Spotted Cow, you'll be able to find Lakefront Riverstein, you'll be able to find Three Sheeps Waterfalls, you'll be able to find Central Waters HHG. You get what I'm saying. And on that note, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, much love, Reggie. Much love. Much love. Much love. Much love to all of y'all. Uh Best of wishes in the holiday season, navigating that. It's the most wonderful time of the year, y'all know. Badger Beer Report is finishing the year with two big things. We're gonna have the Mix Six on this Tuesday with Chelsea and I, and special guests, hopefully. And then the week after, it's going to be Joel and I doing the last brewery report of the year. Hopefully, we have some good news from Boulder Junction, Wisconsin. We might have some from Southern Milwaukee. You never know. Um, and hopefully, no more closings. We had two closings here recently, or two announcements: TAC and Tap Rock. Um, so yeah, we're not looking for any more closings, and we're looking for hopefully we're definitely probably one more opening and maybe two. But if not two, we're gonna have a couple here in the new year come pretty quick. So I've been on here almost an hour, and that's wild. So I'm gonna get out of here and enjoy my weekend, like hopefully y'all do. And we will see y'all next. I will see y'all on Tuesday with the Mix Six with Chelsea, which is going to be fun. We don't, I can't give you any teases because we're still putting that together. But we will be here on Tuesday, and hopefully during the brewery report, Joel and I will have maybe one or two big announcements for y'all for next year for Badger Beer Report. So we look forward to that too. So y'all have a great weekend, and as I said with the Yingling Lager thing that I just said, drink local, drink um, where you know the people who are making your beer and food. Cheers.